choose to buy it. And so let's say that you have a bad brand or no brand at all. Bad brand would be that you have a past history. People trust you to do bad stuff. You have lower than neutral. If you have no brand, it would be based on their experience with other businesses that look like yours. And so this is also why, quote, good branding, even if you don't have a history of reinforcement, can still be important, because if you walk, talk, and quack like somebody who is a scam artist, you will have people treat you like one. It's not just your experience, but their experience with people like you. Fundamentally, like, this is what racism is about. But people prejudge people because that's how we go through life. If we had to start at zero for every single person we met, we would use up all of the cognitive load that we have. And consumers, like all humans, try to use shorthand. We want to learn based on the things, put a label on it, put it in a bucket, and not think about it as fast as possible. And so from a conversion rate perspective, a good brand means that, let's say neutral would be, let's say you close 20% of people who you get on the phone with at a specific price point. At negative, which actually get that, I'll put the 0 here, -1, and then positive, maybe, and this, the thing here is that this could go as high as you want. Like if you have an unbelievable reputation, like plus, maybe you close 80%. And what's interesting about this is if you look, and maybe here it's 0% because everyone hates you, and you basically have to rely on people who don't know who you are. Advertise wider and wider to find people who have yet to meet you, which is a terrible way to live. So brand gives you an increased percentage of people who will buy when presented with your offer. Just like the guy who didn't even need to get presented with the offer. Just knowing that I had an offer, he was willing to buy it. And the reason I use Apple as a great litmus test for this is that I think Steve Jobs is one of the best brand builders of all time. I mean, people lining up to buy whatever his next product was because of his past history of keeping his promises and over delivering on it. And so number one is conversion rate. This is like, if you had nothing else, this would be worth it. If you could 4x the amount of people that bought your stuff at a specific price, that would give you a material advantage over everyone else. But branding doesn't stop there in terms of its business benefits. The second is CTR. Now it's like, okay, what does that really mean? So it's actually conversion rate again, but just earlier on in the funnel. And so let's say, again, you have eyeballs. You've got people who see your promotions in whatever way you advertise. So that could be making content, that could be outreach attempts, responding to emails, basically the number of engaged leads. Having a higher click-through rate means people take the first action. They then convert on a landing page or a Shopify page or whatever. They're either buying a product or they're scheduling a call. And then on the call, they have a higher conversion rate as well. And so basically you can think about this as conversion rate throughout the entire process, from the beginning to the money. And then obviously if you continue to do a good job on resells, repurchases, etc. So let's say that generically at -1 and then 0 and then plus, here you might have a 0.5% click-through rate. And then here maybe you have a 1% click-through rate. And then maybe here you have something like a 3